small guys are long-armed and very lanky.
Yeah, they're still 6'6", 6'8".
Yeah. So Idaho comes out in their home whites, trimmed in red, black, and silver. Our officials tonight, 2 of the 3 were here last night. Diedrich Taylor, Fennessy, Ransom, and Mike Pearson are the officials. So Idaho comes on the floor with Murphy, Thornton, Lauderdale, Hearn, and Bost. Murphy and Thornton getting their first starts of the season. Terrence Williams, Sutherland, Hyman, Harris, and Majette on the floor for Los Angeles in their road purples trimmed in white and yellow. And it'll be very interesting, Ross, as you look at the Stampede bench. There's not a whole lot of guys down there joining head coach Mike Peck. Matter of fact, I only see Antoine Hood and Jason Ellis. I don't even see E.J. Singler on the bench to start the game. No. I wonder if that's a bad sign. Ball's in the air, and it's tapped to D. Bost, who will be the focus of this team defensively for LA, because D. Bost is a scoring threat and will have to come up big tonight. Hearn to Bost, around to Murphy. Kevin's jumper on the way, buries it.
Kevin Murphy, who's been shooting the ball extremely well, 66% from 3 and 46% from inside the arc like that. He says, I'll take all the shots you can give me.
Terrence Williams on the outside, newly acquired by the defenders. Here's Harris on the baseline, double clutch, and scores. And he picks up right where he left off with the first 2 of the game.
Nice dribble penetration, getting to the glass, using his body well to protect, to get that shot off.
Well, if the Stampede are truly down to 7 players tonight, it'll be the Magnificent 7, and see what they can come up with as Murphy's second shot rolls around and off, rebounded by Sutherland ahead to Terrence Williams. But foul trouble, if Idaho gets into foul trouble, they could be in big trouble as Sutherland buries the 3.
See, there's an example. Sutherland is large. He's a big player, and he's shooting the ball from range right there.
Goes 6'8", 215. An outstanding three-point shooter in college. Here's Thornton underneath, strong, but can't get it to go under good defensive pressure. Sutherland with the rebound to Terrence Williams. 5-2 LA, and they have the basketball. Terrence Williams outside Sutherland. Another 3 over Thornton. That barely hits the front of the rim, but it's out of bounds off of Dallas Lauderdale, who couldn't control it. Perhaps was being held. Couldn't get his arms up to catch the basketball. It bounces out of bounds. LA gets a 24-second reset.
The RGV Rio Grande Valley Vipers and the LA Defenders, they all shoot the ball in about the same rhythm. No hesitation at all.
Free throw line jumper on the inbounds play to Sutherland. He's got 5, and it's 7-2 LA.
Stampede have to work on where are the buckets going to come from.
D. Bost, hesitation dribble in the lane. Runner is good.
His dribble penetration is outstanding.
Stampede may look to suit up Zendon Hamilton tonight. And there's an offensive foul, a bad screen set by Los Angeles' Travis Hyman.
Last night, those tough screens, moving screens, physical screens were epidemic in the fourth quarter, and that's a big deal. The Stampede are not an overly physical team, therefore losing Rich Howell has a big effect.
Bost up high for Lauderdale, can't get it to go down. Rebound out to Terrence Williams. His cross-court pass underneath to Sutherland, and James Sutherland starting things out on fire. He's got 7, and it's 9-4 LA.
A little reminiscence of Manny starting last night, just like that. They changed matchups on Murphy now. They were guarding him with Majette, and now they're guarding him with a bigger player, with Manny at 6'5".
And there's a quick release for Harris. He lays it in, 11-4 LA.
Stampede just cannot get run out to the other end. These loose ball turnovers or the long rebounds or the loose ball turnovers at 15 feet turn into instant points at the other end. You've got to be able to find a way, 1, to not make a mistake, and then 2, to get back.
Hearn at the top, gives it to Murphy. Kevin thought about the 3 around to Lauderdale. You have to think Idaho's going to want to slow down and milk the possessions because they can't run with this LA team, especially with the short numbers. Murphy in traffic, that one's no good. Rebound on the deck, picked up by LA. Terrence Williams out of the backcourt, cross court to Majette. Thought about the 3, spins, lost the ball, gets it back. 15 on the shot clock, no concern there. Harris off his foot, saves it just inside half court. Now it's 8 on the clock as Terrence Williams spots up the jumper, is good.
Making everything right now. You just have to work your way through this. Keep your energy high, stay at it, and work your way through. Got to find a bucket now.
6 of 7 from the field right now for LA.
It'd be unusual if we don't see some kind of dribble penetration or a taking over the ball by D here in an attempt to find a bucket.
Reggie Hearn at the free throw line, cut off nicely. Tries to reset.
It's blocked.
And it's thrown down, or blocked, and here comes LA. This is Manny Harris. Harris in the lane as it deflected, but it comes right to Sutherland. His three is no good, and Dallas Lauderdale high for the rebound.
This is a Stampede team that had 32 assists earlier this season. So that was just a case, a statistic saying how they were pushing the ball, sharing the ball. They need to get back to a lot more of that pass. Pass first, maybe penetrate, then pass. A lot more of that quick movement of the ball. It's difficult to score on a long team like this off the dribble.
16-4 LA, Sutherland's three-pointer. He's got 10.
E.J. Singler's up.
Here comes E.J. finally. He was not on the bench to start, but there he is, and Kellen Thornton hits the jumper.
I think E.J. Singler, had he played more minutes, would have made a huge difference last night.
LA by 10. Majet gets free in the lane, throws up the left-handed push shot and scores. And he came up big with some huge buckets in that fourth quarter last night, 5 in a row, and that really stemmed the Stampede rally.
He was timely, and he hit a deep, deep three. The one you, a little out of character, nice hit by D-Bost, trying to get back into this. We're going to get a shot up. Good point guard play, making sure you get a shot that's in rhythm.
18-9, there's the jumper from the corner. No good. Murphy with the rebound. Here comes Idaho. Hyman hits the deck. Murphy free throw line jumper is good.
An unusual player in this league that just loves the mid-range jump shot with a quick, hard drive and the quicker stop.
Second round draft pick of the Utah Jazz in 2012. Cross court from Harris. Pulls up inside, puts it up strong. No. Rebound is volleyball. Harris gets it. Terrence Williams, Sutherland at the top. Misses that three, rebounded by Dallas Lauderdale.
Stampede really hustling the zone right there.
Down low for Thornton, but it's not high enough, and Majet intercepts the pass. Majet all the way with the left hand, missed it. Rebound, Hearn takes it away from Hyman. LA tries to get back, but here's a one-on-one. Murphy up over Terrence Williams, and he draws the foul. And we have a timeout with 5:57 to go here in the first quarter. The shorthanded Idaho Stampede hanging in there with LA. It's 18-11 defenders. We're back after this 2-minute timeout on the D-League Network. National Minute Press. For all your printing and business needs, call 208-336-2525 or visit www.printingboise.com on that newfangled interweb thing. International Minute Press.
Mark, I think the Idaho Stampede prospects tonight could do blue jeans commercials.
Yes. Well, actually, Rich Howell isn't even here tonight.
Yeah.
He went to the doctor. He's on medication. He was caught some stomach bug. E.J. Singler now in the game. E.J. is finally here. He was not on the bench when the game started, and that's what prompted my inquiry to Ty Carter of the Stampede, and he said, oh, he's on the bench. He said, well, he wasn't there when the game started. Murphy, an 80% free throw shooter, hits a pair, and it's a 5-point LA lead. As the defenders have Majet out to Sutherland looking for more. He missed it. The rebound in the corner. Sutherland tries to save it in the LA bench, but it's out of bounds.
Here's an odd thing. This is a very subtle little thing. Sometimes when you're playing man-to-man, the ball is reversed with a direct hard pass. And that ball is easy to shoot. It's thrown right into your zone, you catch it, and you unload it. A ball that's floated to you, like over a zone, sometimes is a much harder ball to catch and release.
Murphy all the way, missed the dunk. Here comes LA. Murphy looking at the official for the foul, none given. Harris jumper, good. They turn missed shots and turnovers into points quickly.
You got to get back, and you've got to get the ball stopped. And that time he got all the way to 17 feet in his own rhythm for the shot.
Bost outside to Hearn. Idaho shooting 5 of 12 in the early going. LA 9 of 16. Bost gets ahead of steam, missed the layup at the rim. Majet with the down court pass to Harris, who bobbles it but recovers in the corner. And LA sets the offense. Majet spins on Murphy. Down low, Sutherland dishes it to Hyman. Missed the shot. Late whistle, foul Lauderdale. First team foul on the Stampede.
Dallas having to go to stop the center dribble penetration coming out of the short corner. Majette with a kick. Dallas goes to the ball, and the cut behind him earns him the foul.
Now, we cannot stress enough tonight how critical it is for the Stampede to stay out of foul trouble. Down to 3 bodies on the bench and really only 2.5 because Singler is limited to 20 minutes tonight. First free throw is too strong and not good for Travis Hyman, and he comes in at 51% from the foul line. Last night it was 21 points in the first quarter by Manny Harris.
Yes.
Tonight it's 10 points for James Sutherland. So somebody's always picking up the mantle for these LA defenders as they look to increase their season lead to the Stampede to 4-0.
Well, they're excited, and they know if they get out and run, the ball's going to be shot quickly. So they really push this end because they know they're going to be rewarded with quick shots at the other end. Sutherland tonight, Manny last night.
E.J. Singler on Majette, and Majette fouls him, and it's going to be a shooting foul. I was in the locker room before the game watching the trainers working on E.J.'s left leg, and it was a lot of range of motion exercises, bend your, flex range just to see how it is. I asked him how it felt. He said he felt great.
Yeah. That's 6'6" dribble penetrating on 6 foot right there, and you can see you're just going to foul him because he's going to take everything you're going to give him. Get to 12, he'll go to 10. You give him 10, he'll go to 8. That focusing the defense, making sure he's going to get the shot he wants, and then got fouled, producing points at the paint.
12
in the
points,
free throws.
12 points last night in about 18 minutes.
Tremendously profitable evening last night for him.
LA by 6. They've gone with the starters the whole way as Majette finds Harris near side, and he throws it to Stephen Clenny on the Stampede.
There's the zone.
Table.
The ball being lobbed to the top instead of dribble penetration kick, just being lobbed over the top and an errant pass right there.
Bob McKinnon takes a seat on the LA bench next to his assistant coach, Casey Owens. Casey worked for Yao Ming's team in China, was coaching there in Shanghai. We had a little chat about that because I've been to Shanghai a couple times. Wonderful city. Murphy outside on Harris, spins in the lane, a little out of control, gets it to drop in the three-point play. And I apologize, Kevin Murphy was very much in control. It looked a little wild, but his spinorama in the lane makes it a 4-point game with free throws coming.
In that dribble, he gets Manny Harris to drop step twice. Once on the initial put down, second time on the spin. That's taking an 80-game NBA veteran to 12 feet and shooting over him.
Murphy with a 3-point play. LA by 3 as we approach 4 minutes here in the first quarter. Behind the screen, Majette kicks it to Terrence Williams. High post, Hyman crosses it out to Harris. Manny goes baseline, floater, too strong. Rebounded by Reggie Hearn.
Zone giving the defenders some trouble at this point.
Hearn spins on the shorter Majette, but that one is rejected into the backcourt by Travis Hyman. DeBost recovers, gets the screen, fires over the top, no with the 3, rebound. Somehow Singler gets it. Hearn, he lays it up and in, and he is fouled. Count the basket.
E.J. Singler going for the rebound, still knowing where everybody is on the floor, getting the ball to Hearn. Hearn drops it in right here. Watch on the tip out. E.J. with the touch pass. Hearn with a strong finish.
Brandon Costner in for Los Angeles. Hyman leaves. 2 personal fouls on Travis Hyman. And Hearn at the free throw line. 59% free throw shooter. This would tie it.
Hearn is shooting 15% from 3 in the last 3 games, but he's shooting 67% inside the 3-point arc. So that means he's just got to get more of that while he's waiting for his 3-point range to come back.
Tied at 21 and untied at 24-21 as there's that pesky little guard as Majette comes down and Josh Majette hits the 3. That was his play. Come down, it's all me.
Yeah, when Josh Majette is playing more minutes early, I think it helps LA.
Murphy answers with a triple for the Stampede, and Murphy is 12.
Murphy leading the league in 3-point shooting right now. Only been up for a while.
It's a small body of work, but it counts nonetheless, and Sutherland answers with a 3. He's got 13.
You can see the crisp ball reversal right there and into a rhythm jump shot.
Sutherland's season high is 21, so he's only 8 away from that, and we still have 2:45 to go in the first quarter. Jason Ellis set to check in for Idaho. Hearn outside, has time for the 3, buries it.
There's a nice stick, good job right there, good crisp reversal.
6 points for Hearn, we're tied again at 27. Suddenly the pace heating up a bit. Majette over Lauderdale, no. E.J. Singler clears the board. Here's DeBoss, behind him to Hearn. Singler calling for the ball, but Reggie takes it all the way, and the layup is around and in. The Stampede have their first lead of the game.
Everybody expecting the outlet pass off that dribble penetration. The defense parted to get into the passing lanes. Nice finish by Hearns right there.
Coming up on 2 minutes, Idaho by 2. Terrence Williams. Sutherland missed that jumper. Rebound, Lauderdale's it poked free, and it's out of bounds as Boss can't corral it, and we have a timeout. Might be that a critical possession that Mike Peck talked about in the pregame show. 1:54 to go in the first quarter. Idaho playing very well, leading LA 29-27 as we return after this 2-minute break on the NBA Development League Network. Field beat Delaware 113-105. Darius Johnson Odom, who used to play for the LA Defenders, with 27 leading Springfield. And Canton won at Erie 107-96. Mustafa Shakur used to play for the Stampede briefly, 19 points for Erie. And Jose Gutierrez, who played for Mike Peck at Findlay Prep, led his team in scoring, Canton with 19. Substitutions for LA as that basket is good by one of the subs, C.J. Williams. And Josiah Turner also in the game. We're tied again at 29.
CJ running behind the zone that time, getting open.
And that was points off the ball that Boss couldn't corral. He missed that three. Jason Ellis with the rebound and a loose ball foul called against Jason. So it's Murphy, Hearn, Boss, Singler, and Ellis for Idaho. Terrence Williams, Harris, Costner, Turner, and C.J. Williams for the visitors in purple.
There will be some hard work on the boards between Jason Ellis and Costner tonight. You can count on that.
Turner down low for Costner, guarded by Ellis.
Necessary to make him go back.
And he does, and Ellis hooks him and called for the foul.
Good scouting report on him right there. You can see Jason already knowing where he was going to attempt to go and getting his elbow caught here. Watch, he's got one hand tagged on him. He's going to go hard to the middle and spin back. Jason's arm getting caught under his elbow.
Unintentional, but it counts. Good camera work by Troy Oppie down there. Nice job, Troy. Tied at 29. LA looking to break the tie. Costner, 82% free throw shooter.
Major force last night, Mark, in this ball game with 12 rebounds and some unbelievable screening late in the ball game that created a bunch of dribble penetration.
The development of this Los Angeles team, Ross, we were talking last night. Last year, he was the cornerstone of this franchise.
Yeah.
Now he's a piece in the machinery and a complimentary part.
Yeah, he's a complimentary player. Comes in off the bench, gives you good physical minutes. He was the franchise last year. Ellis
rebounds the miss. 2 misses for Costner, and Idaho with the basketball. Tied at 29 with a minute to go in the first quarter. Singler dishes it to Ellis. Nice pass, nice layup for Jason Ellis, the veteran from Boise State.
It is amazing that E.J. Singler is as fast and as quick as he is. He has go-by speed. And you can see on the dribble penetration, he gets low, he's long.
Costner steps back, missed the jumper on the break. It's Murphy. Murphy splits the D, doesn't get the rebound or the layup. Rebound Ellis for Idaho. His follow is good.
Stampede running on the break.
And now a whistle. What's the call? The outside official count the basket and a foul against Los Angeles, so it's a three-point opportunity.
Stampede running with numbers. You could see Kevin in a crowd going to get it up and get the shot. And then Jason Ellis getting out and being right there for the putback.
Now they're going to let Hearn shoot the free throw, so Costner and Hearn got tied up. And now Antoine Hood in for E.J. Singler.
Good early substitution there. Got a lot of profit out of E.J. right away. Get him out, get him a rest, get Antoine in, get him some minutes. Last night, this ball game was very chippy, and with 2 officials, not 3, almost got away early physically.
That one spins around and out for Hearn. Idaho by 4, their biggest lead. This is Harris for 3 over Murphy. That spins around and out. Rebound DeBost.
The zone makes the passes a little bit too easy for them or something. It's just not as crisp as when they're in their dribble drive penetration mode.
And short on numbers, Idaho really can play the zone and really needs to play the zone.
Yeah, and they don't mind a quick shot as long as they're back and ready.
Bost outside the three-point line, finds Murphy. Kevin rises for two. It's no good. Rebounded by Terrence Williams. 6 seconds to go in the quarter. Idaho by 4. Terrence Williams splits the defense, juggles the ball, scores at the horn, count the basket, and we have played 1 quarter here in Boise, and the basket makes it 33-31. Idaho leads after 1 against the Los Angeles Defenders, and we're back with a second quarter of play after this timeout on the NBA Development League Network. Got a different scoring, or stats, but LA shoots 52%, 13 of 25 in the first quarter. Idaho at 12 of 25 for 48%. The Defenders are 4 of 10 from 3. Idaho is 3 of 6. Idaho out free throw shooting LA 6 of 7 to 1 of 4, and we start the second quarter. LA with the basketball.
Bit of a rarity with the Stampede getting to the free throw line a number of times early on here.
Good ball movement. C.J. Williams in the corner, missed the three. Jason Ellis with the rebound. Ellis now 3 rebounds in 3 minutes. And here comes Kevin Murphy. It curls off. The tip no good by Kellen Thornton. That one almost went agonizingly on the rim. And LA gets the basketball. C.J. Williams, they have numbers. Terrence Williams outside. Bounces it in the lane. It hits the leg of Antoine Hood. Here comes the break. Hood all the way. Reverse lays it up and in.
Nice push. Oh, man. There's a lot of off-the-ball contact going on right now with Costner. Nice push by the Stampede. Nice good ball sharing, getting it out. Again, a turnover out in front, turning into points for the Stampede.
Harris rainbows at home from about 6.
Just rise up and shoot the floater before you get to the baseline.
8 points for Manny Harris, who is averaging 33.7 in 3 games against Idaho this season. D-Bost outside. Antoine Hood off the curl, buries the jumper.
Wide open jump shot, nice screen, helping him out, get open. Good catch and release.
Second bucket for Antoine, my mistake. Here's a 3 from the corner, it's too strong. Rebounded by Murphy. Kevin's been solid tonight. Here comes D-Bost, burns all the way, contact and a late whistle. And almost like the official waited to see if the ball went into the basket before calling that foul.
They actually do. Did it affect or not? Right into your living room right here. You can see the contact. No call initially. Had that gone, they probably would have just let it roll. But with the miss, it affected the game, knocked him off balance. Rhythm and balance, there are 4 criteria to whether it's a foul or not. And there was a case where it obviously affected his shot.
5 points for Bost.
Need to protect the shooters out here. They're doing a nice job there. Great minutes for the Stampede coming off the bench right there. A lot of high energy playing. You know, the coach has been looking for energy, and with 2 players down, the Stampede's energy is way up.
Murphy leads with 12 points. Idaho leads by 7, their biggest of the night. Turner in the lane, rejected by Dallas Lauderdale. Manny Harris with the ball. C.J. Williams outside, back to Harris. Manny Harris drives past Antoine Hood, 8 on the shot clock. Costner, Harris, he's open, he'll shoot the 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Lauderdale. Outlets it to Bost. D-Bost. Challenged by Turner. Excuse me, that's Andre Ingram now in the game. So Bost keeps the dribble, finds Hearn, open, spots for 3, no good. Rebound, Los Angeles. Ingram quickly out to Turner. Harris in the lane, open C.J. Williams, fakes, floater, no. Took that second bounce off the rim, and that allowed Lauderdale to get the rebound.
That possession was more of traditional LA tempo, though. Dribble penetration, 2 guys slashing, and the floater right away.
D-Bost at the top, short with the 3.
Stampede missing 2 threes in a row here.
Harris draws the 2 men defensively in the lane. Tough catch for Turner. Nice play by Josiah Turner. Had to go down and get the pass, which had a lot of English on it, and then did the double clutch reverse for the layup.
That's an amazing 1-bounce dribble. Catches the ball in the short corner when it's thrown at shoe tops, rises up and shoots it on the other end.
Idaho by 4. Antoine Hood gets past Ingram, pulls up from the left baseline. It's too strong. Rebound is knocked free. Here comes Turner on the quick release. Bumped by Bost. Blocked by Thornton, and D-Bost comes down with a basketball. LA wants the goaltend. They don't get the call. They wanted the foul. They don't get the call. Here's Hearn. Gets the baseline. Missed the shot. Tipped in by Kellen Thornton.
Got to get back.
Secondary break. Here comes LA quickly. Manny Harris misses the three. Lauderdale with the rebound, and Idaho will slow it down, leading 41-35.
The Stampede playing with great energy, getting up and down the floor tonight.
Can it last with short numbers in a 48-minute game?
Absolutely.
Thornton wide open. That one is short. Lauderdale battles and gets the offensive rebound. Hearn, corner, Hood, wide open, triple. Got it!
Great ball movement. Nice hustle rebound. There's a rebound that wasn't even on the chart. Dallas Lauderdale hustling and making the play.
7 rebounds for Dallas already, and Idaho has their biggest lead at 7. Costner in the lane. Costner over Lauderdale. Missed the shot. Lauderdale with the rebound, number 8.
If they were man-to-man, there would be people screening Dallas Lauderdale out. Since they're in a zone, there's no one there, so he can rebound and patrol the front of the rim.
Boss gets to the front of the rim with layup off the window, and Idaho leads by 11.
If you're Bob, are you going to sub? You're going to call timeout? You're going to wait for the under 5? He calls the timeout.
He takes the timeout. We'll see Sutherland back in for Los Angeles. Timeout on the floor. We will keep it right here. It's a good chance for me to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by St. Luke's Sports Medicine, where their professionals are specially trained to help you return to your active lifestyle as quickly as possible. St. Luke's Sports Medicine is the official team physician.
An example of energy is not only the transition, but the putback on the misses.
Lance Nielsen enjoying the game from his seats here at CenturyLink Arena with the Thunder Sticks.
You have been calling here a long time when you know all the crowd, I'm telling you.
I know him from work.
Oh, okay.
Know him from my real job. He works, well, I won't go into that, but anyway. Lance Nielsen, a good basketball fan. See him a lot at these games, and he got his FaceTime tonight. 46-35, Idaho leads. We've had 5 ties and 2 lead changes in this contest.
Great crowd here tonight for the Stampede. Really see them out where there's another ball game here in town. Boise turning into a basketball mecca.
Off the inbounds play, C.J. Williams misses the 3, and Kellen Thornton on the rebound. 23-18, Idaho leading the rebound battle.
LA has been behind in a number of games this year.
DeBost with the right hand, missed it, and there's Kellen Thornton with the follow slam. No LA defender bothered to screen out.
It's almost impossible to screen out the high post right there. Off the screen, on screen and roll. He then goes to the high post. Very hard to get a body on him.
48-35 Idaho. Costner, Turner, Ingram spots for 3, buries it.
That is LA basketball with the dribble penetration, the hard outlet pass, and the catch-in rhythm in the score.
DeBost, who leads the league in minutes played per night, I'm guessing may play 48 tonight.
Hard to get LA into any kind of pressure since they're not scoring, and they do press after that made bucket.
Boss picks up the dribble, cross-court dangerously to Hearn. Reggie behind him to Murphy back in the game. Kevin spins on Ingram. In the lane, goes with a right-hand push, around and off. Rebound, Lauderdale tips it, but Costner comes down with it. Brandon will bring it up himself.
Going to want to go left here all the way to the rim.
And he runs into Dallas Lauderdale, who draws his 2nd foul. There's a collision of heavyweights. Brandon Costner listed at 6'9", 235, and Dallas at 6'8", 260. And I think Brandon Costner is a few Twinkies heavier than 235. Free throws on the way for Costner. Missed his first 2 of the night. No points in 10 minutes. That one is good. 48-39 Idaho lead. Stampede next in action here at CenturyLink Arena against Western Division rivals, the Santa Cruz Warriors. They come in next Saturday, so the Stampede have a week to get healthy and to practice, and so that's going to help. But we'll see Santa Cruz for the first time this season here next Saturday night. And then the Stampede hit the road for a tough road trip through Texas and Tulsa, Rio Grande Valley, Austin, and Tulsa.
Santa Cruz, one of the better teams in the league this year, really playing well. They're very loaded at the beginning of the year.
The Oakland to Santa Cruz pipeline between the Golden State Warriors and the Santa Cruz Warriors, very active this season. Here's Antoine Hood, down low for Thornton. Kellen on Costner. drop step. The youngster missed that one. Good move, but couldn't get it to go. And Sutherland with the rebound inside Lauderdale. Good job not to foul him. The pass to Costner down low, swatted away and a foul. Now the question is who? Thornton, Murphy, and Lauderdale all there. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll take the break. The timeout is against the foul's against Thornton. Idaho leading 48-40 as we head to break on the NBA Development League Network.
Thanks, Greg, and we want to thank all of our military tonight. Make some noise for yourself and all of our veterans.
Here in the second quarter, 5:46 to go. After tonight's game, Los Angeles has to get home quickly because on Monday they host the Maine Red Claws at the Toyota Center before traveling to Reno and then back home for Tulsa and then up to Reno again, then home to Reno, then up to Reno. So the Defenders wrapping up this road trip and a quick Western appearance by the Maine Red Claws as Brandon Costner back to the free throw line. 2 of 4 tonight. Idaho by 8. They've led by 13. LA's led by 12. In case you're just joining us, Idaho tonight without league's leading scorer and top league prospect Pierre Jackson, a late scratch due to an elbow issue, and without the league's top double-double man as Rich Howell, bad case of the flu, and he's a no-go tonight. So that's 48 points out of the Stampede lineup. Second free throw, no good, but Sutherland slices through the lane with the rebound. So Costner will try it from the outside. Can't hit from 15 unguarded, but buries a 24-footer with a man in his face. Now LA presses. Ellis gets the outlet to Bost. It's a 4-point Idaho lead with 5.5 minutes to go in the half. LA on a bit of a run. Bost, Thornton, baseline left. Too strong. Ellis had the rebound, but it's tipped out to C.J. Williams.
A little more life in LA right now off the miss. Really going to dribble, penetrate hard, get the layup.
Sutherland with the basket. He's got 15 to lead all scorers, and LA's back to within 2. They've shaved all but 2 points off what was a 13-point Idaho lead.
This is a green light right here.
Murphy in traffic. Antoine Hood stepped on the sideline when he received the pass, and LA gets the ball on the 5th turnover against the Stampede.
One thing, if you're going to press in the back court, you have to get back, because if the ball gets brought into the front court to Kevin Murphy, he's going to dribble, penetrate, and go right at it.
Cross court, Ingram open for 3, spins out, Murphy with the rebound. I will correct myself, that's just the 4th turnover by the Stampede, and their first this quarter. Hood gets the baseline, goes up strong, draws the foul, can't complete the layup, but he'll go to the free throw line. A nice move by Antoine Hood. Only averages about 11 minutes a game. He's been kind of the forgotten man on the Stampede bench, but he's put in some good minutes tonight, already 7 minutes and 7 points. The Air Force veteran played in this league for the Colorado 14ers. I thought he played for Albuquerque. I asked him about it. I told everybody he played for Albuquerque. We were talking before the season. He said, no, I've never played for Albuquerque.
It's amazing.
So his evil twin played for Albuquerque.
He's been around a long time.
Yeah, well, you know.
Quality player.
Quality player. Went to the Air Force Academy, and his pro career sort of interrupted by, he got called up by Uncle Sam. He got a Gatorade call-up to the big guy, and he did his duty in the Air Force.
Not ritual combat, real combat.
Real combat. He's been where they fire real bullets. Anybody who can do that, LA Defenders are a piece of cake. Sutherland drains the 3 from the corner. He's got 18, and it's a 50-49 Idaho lead.
Bob McKinnon losing his mind because they made the 3 from the corner and no one pressed.
D. Bost, open jumper. That's too strong. Costner with the rebound.
Stampede going cold.
I was just going to say, going cold here in the quarter. Idaho's missed their last 4 shots. LA taking advantage. Ingram throws it right to Antoine Hood.
Great defense by Jason Ellis in the middle.
Finds Hearn baseline. Hearn over Sutherland, who blocks the shot out of bounds.
Sutherland is so long. It's amazing. He's a typical Syracuse player. Imagine him in that big Boeheim zone. He's a stationary shooter, catch from any range, and yet watch this block. Very long. Never even had to leave his feet.
Inbounds pass. Hood off the screen, missed the jumper. Ellis can't get the tip to go, but steals the rebound from Costner, and Idaho gets a fresh 24. Murphy outside, good work by Jason Ellis. Murphy, cut off nicely by Ingram. Still spins past him. Double clutch. And he gets the foul.
Pick a
call.
foul. Pick a foul. Which foul are you going to call there?
Very active Kevin Murphy. Watch it again. Goes
Not
crossover.
there, not there, not there. We'll call that one.
Maybe that one. And I want to give props to longtime Stampede videographer Ron Weatherly, who I think is employee number 1 on this team.
Yes.
If you look at the employee records, he was exactly right. I had thought that the 42 points scored by Sean Banks for LA in this building was the all-time record against the Stampede and the arena scoring record. I can now stand corrected. He said, what about J.J. Barea? Well, on January 25th, 2007, on assignment with the Fort Worth Flyers, on assignment from the Dallas Mavericks, J.J. Barea indeed scored 43 points, which was the high mark in this building until last night, 49 by Manny Harris. And meanwhile, LA takes the lead on the three-pointer by Sutherland. He now has 21, and LA has regained the lead. Here's Hearn. His three-pointer is off the iron. Rebounded by Ingram. LA in control now as Idaho's gone cold. Costner, he'll shoot the three from the top. Unconscious, he buries it, and LA now leads by 55-51.
Very deep shot by Costner. More in rhythm types. When they push the ball quickly, they get up there, they pass it crisply, get into their shot in a hurry. More the defenders' pace.
Idaho led 50-49 before LA's gone on this mini run. 55-51, intercepted now by Bost. Here come the Stampede. They need a bucket. Murphy, nice move in the lane, missed the shot. Hearn with the rebound, goes up strong with the right hand and scores.
It's a good job of staying on the boards by the Stampede overall. Jason Ellis in there cleaning away, working hard on the boards. Nice rebound by Hearn. Hearn only shooting 15% from 3 in the last 3 ball games. Jump shot's gotten away from him, but you can see he's finding ways to help the ball team.
Murphy collects that missed 3 that rattled out for Costner. LA now 9 of 21 from three-point range.
I wonder when you jump as high as Murphy, how you decide how high you're going to jump each time, because he can truly rise.
Join us at halftime. We talked to Stampede big man Dallas Lauderdale. That one spins out from Murphy. Tough break from the right corner.
Stampede back, and you can see the dribble penetration, aggressively trying to get it into the hole.
Hood does a nice job to stop Turner, who lost it in the lane. Here comes Murphy. 3-on-2 for the Stampede if they hurry. Murphy to the middle of the floor, underneath the Reggie Hearn. His shot blocked at the rim, but a foul called, and the Stampede got out and run, and they run us to a timeout. 1:29 to go here in the first half. It's Idaho trailing LA 55-53. 2-minute timeout your way on the NBA Development League Network. LA's on a 20-5 run to take a 55-53 lead. Ross Cook, what was the difference?
Big difference is the kind of shots they're getting. The Stampede earlier were getting jump shots or layups with offensive putbacks. They have 8 offensive rebounds in the game thus far, and right now they're getting caught with jump shots. Defense somewhat dictating the kind of possession they're getting.
This run also corresponds with E.J. Singler not being in the game.
Absolutely.
He played 5 minutes early on. Idaho sparked, but he has rested quite a bit here in the second quarter. As my recollection is, I don't think he's played here in the second quarter.
Has not been in the second quarter.
He played 5 minutes in the first and has not played here in the second. Perhaps Mike Peck saying, look, the game dictates that we're staying close. I want to save bank as many of those E.J. Singler minutes as I can for the later half of this game.
It's a good strategy.
Tied at 55. Last night at halftime it was 71-70 LA, so a much slower pace, and Manny Harris is relatively held in check. He has the ball now. Majette, corner jumper to CJ. CJ didn't shoot. Has it stripped and taken away by Hearn. Nice play by Reggie. Gets it to Bost, and Idaho has the ball on the turnover.
Stampede hustling the zone.
Bost behind him to Ellis. Jason thought about the shot, gets it up to Murphy and sets the screen, which is more Jason's game. Murphy, double clutch, gathers in the lane and scores.
When you get screened by Jason Ellis, you stay screened, and that was the case right there, both first screen and then doubling back on the screen, getting the lane all the way to the hole.
Idaho by 2. Majette misses that triple. Manny Harris with the rebound in traffic. He draws the foul. Out-muscled Antoine Hood for the rebound. That would have been nice for Idaho after the quick three, not successful. Watch it again, and Manny Harris inside. Murphy didn't block him out, and the foul is called on the Stampede against Kevin Murphy, his second.
Well, just hard contact on the aggressive move to the bucket by Manny Harris to get to the rebound. Antoine getting knocked out of bounds, losing his position there.
11 of 12 from the line last night for Harris. He hits his first, and just 9 points so far for the Stampede. He had 30 at the half last night.
In last night, though, he only shot 2 for 4 from deep.
That's true. Got to the free throw line a lot, and a lot of mid-range jumpers. He ties it at 57. He now is in double figures. 2 players for each team in double figures. Game's leading scorer, Sutherland with 21 for LA. DeBost at the left side. He'll shoot it himself. He'll miss that jumper. Crashing the boards is Manny Harris. He comes out of the pack with 28 seconds to go in the half in a tie game. LA slows it down now with Terrence Williams up top. Idaho sits back in the zone. Now they switch, get Ellis on the Costner side of things.
They're man-to-man.
They're playing a man. It looked like it's zone. And C.J. Williams unties it. And there's a backcourt foul as the pesky Josh Majette is called for the foul, and that will send DeBost to the foul line with 8 seconds to go. But LA not making any inbounds pass easy. 8 seconds left, and DeBost to the line. 9 points for D. Also 6 assists.
Stampede getting great minutes and great energy from their bench tonight.
And that free throw spins off. Antoine Hood sits down. Kellen Thornton in. Thornton got the start tonight. 6 points. 3 rebounds in 13 minutes for the youngster out of Tennessee State. 1 of 2 for Boston. It's a 2-point LA lead with 8 seconds to go, and see if LA gets some points before the half ends. That ball rolls to midcourt before it's picked up. That sure seemed like more than 5 seconds. Costner down the lane. Costner missed the shot. Rebound to the Stampede. Half a second to go. That one will be short. And the short-handed Idaho Stampede go into the halftime locker room trailing the LA Defenders 60-58. Halftime stats and more when we return to CenturyLink Arena after this 2-minute timeout on the NBA Development League Network. Rio Grande Valley winning a shootout at Texas, leading the Legends 121-111. Robert Covington, 28 points, leading the way for Rio Grande Valley. Devin Ebanks, 32 for Texas. Down the coast in California, can tell you that Bakersfield is trailing to Maine 19-10 early in the basketball game. Here we start the second half. Los Angeles with the basketball as they have the first possession with the original 5 starters on the floor. And Manny Harris opens things up with a runner off the glass, and Harris now with 12 and LA by 4.
Nice offensive set that time, something we haven't seen before in the first half. Nice set to open the key.
Murphy underneath the Thornton, and he is fouled by Travis Hyman. Nice look by Kevin Murphy. Drove the ball to the baseline, kind of ran out of room, and spotted Kellen in the lane deep. Watch it again.
See the dump. This is a 7-foot player right there, swinging down, getting the foul right there. You know, when you pump fake him in the air, there's still a lot of person in the air. Even when he lands on the floor, he's still rangy and long.
3 personal fouls now on Travis Hyman. 1 point, 2 rebounds, so he has not been very much a factor tonight.
You pump him in the air and he comes down. There's still a lot of him straight up in the air that contend with over the shot.
1 of 2 for Thornton, LA by 3. We played 30 seconds here in the second half. Majette down low for Harris, triple team, now double teamed. But he goes all the way to the basket and floats it in, and this could be Manny Harris time.
Yeah, the double stack high. You can see they're setting the screens really high with Manny Harris down low, leaving room for him to slash to the bucket. 2 possessions, both run for Manny Harris.
Thornton at the top, drives, right-hand push, rattles in. Kellen Thornton, 7th in the league in field goal percentage. He is 4 of 8 from the field. He has 9 points, and Idaho's down 3 again.
He's had some explosive games for the Stampede offensively.
Harris all the way to the basket, draws a lot of attention in his foul.
3 possessions, 3 Manny Harris is going right at the rim.
I'm guessing Bob McKinnon at the halftime called everybody together and said, see number 22? He had 49 points last night. He should have the ball a lot tonight.
Yeah. See number 22, he has the ability to foul out everybody on the Stampede by getting to the rim.
Harris with the first 2 buckets, and now the first 5 points of the quarter for Los Angeles. The foul was called against Reggie Hearn. That is his first. Idaho just 7 personal fouls tonight. So in a short bench situation, they're doing a good job of staying out of foul trouble.
Stampede we talk repeatedly about how important a possession is, and Coach Peck talked about that at the top in your interview with him about how 5 is such a critical number.
Murphy, lots of time to spot up and draining the 3. D-Boss finds him in the corner, and Murphy now with 18.
Created by that constant great effort to the dribble penetration.
Sutherland was hot from outside. He continues hot from outside. Sutherland was 5 of 9 from three-point range. He's 6 of 10. And I keep reminding you folks that he is 6'8".
6'8".
And a big guy.
Catch and release shooter.
Thornton spins it out to Murphy. He tries to answer the 3. He does not. Hearn fights Williams for the ball, saves it, but it goes right to Sutherland. Here comes LA, leading by 5. Terrence Williams finds Sutherland. Sutherland drives in the lane over Lauderdale, missed the shot, and the rebound is poked out of bounds off of Kellen Thornton. And Los Angeles will get the ball with 15 on the shot clock, as that shot did not draw iron.
The reason 5 is such a big number is on the next bucket it's 3 possessions, or if you score it's now 1 possession. So it's a tremendous number, and you can see you've got to really dig down possession at a time.
Manny Harris,
the action,
8 points this quarter.
Excuse me, Mark, my fault. The action all now inside the key for LA.
And a whistle and a holding foul called on Majette as D-Boss was trying to find some room, and he was held by Majette.
I would say this is the first weekend we've seen people body dribblers out in front, way out away from the bucket. It's the first time we've seen it allowed this year, and Majette is a genius at putting his body on you and working to his advantage.
He was all defensive player of the year when he played in the Netherlands, so he can play defense. Here's Murphy outside, shot clock at 4. Kevin to the lane, out to Lauderdale, to Hearn. He gets it off before the buzzer, but missed it. A rebound, though, by Thornton for Idaho. Takes it back up, gets it to go. Good work on the boards by Kellen Thornton. He earned those 2 points the hard way.
Got it in a crowd and was able to pound it down and finish.
Williams finds Sutherland. He shoots from the top. That one's no good, and Lauderdale with the rebound for Idaho.
Think Sutherland's getting tired? Kevin seemed to have gotten hit in the face over there.
Kevin Murphy a little slow. Still not joined his team in the forecourt. That shot flat and off the back iron by Thornton. Here comes LA's Manny Harris on the rebound. Harris is drawing attention from NBA teams, especially those that need scoring in a hurry. He fires the 3 over Murphy and buries it.
That'll play in any league right there. No dribble jump shot.
LA coming out very aggressively this half. Here in the third quarter, they are already 5 of 7 from the field. Idaho just 3 of 6. Here's D-Boss short with the runner in the lane, and they're going to call a loose ball foul on D, battling for the missed shot.
Incredibly equal ball game yesterday. Everybody playing back and forth. It was a wonderful, entertaining ball game. There's trouble on this court.
Yeah, there is trouble now, and Travis Hyman just pushed an Idaho Stampede player. The officials come in to settle things down, and let's see who, if anybody, receives punishment for this. They're telling Terrence Williams to get to his bench and get out of the forecourt.
Terrence was all the way over on the Stampede bench.
And now the officials will talk about it. As we are at mid-court, the 3 officials huddling.
Stampede waiting for E.J. Singler to come on the floor. Dallas Lauderdale right in the middle of that. Last night the game was up and down and very even, and then in the fourth quarter there was a burst where LA ran out and shot at 75% for a period of time, and that was the difference. The game got spread to 5, it went to 7 and got away from the Stampede, just the way LA likes to play. They'll play it close, up and down, a lot of loose possessions, get you in foul trouble, and then their defense improves in the fourth quarter. So we'll see tonight, with the game already at 8, what's going to happen here. Can the Stampede answer back? E.J. Singler coming back on. You're going to see the bumps here. Pretty copacetic to that moment. Not much. Oh, there we go. You see the shove. Pushing actually debossed.
So Hyman and Thornton pick up the offsetting technicals. The foul on the play originally was by Bost, and we will inbound with LA. And Harris already this quarter with 11 points. And he's got the ball again. Manny to the top.
Same play they ran at the beginning.
Harris in traffic, finds Hyman, hands it back to Harris. Shot clock at 11. Harris behind a screen, out to Majet. Majet, stutter dribble in traffic, finds Harris, swings it to the open Terrence Williams. He missed the jumper. Rebound, swatted out to the defenders. Underneath passes, knocked free by Boston, stolen by Lauderdale. Nice hands by D. Bost.
Stampede with numbers.
Murphy thought about the three, takes the three, missed the three. Rebound by Terrence Williams, and he shoves Reggie Hearn out of the way. It's getting a little chippy in here, folks. Terrence Williams behind the screen by Hyman. In the lane, down to Travis Hyman. He missed the shot. It slipped out of his hands, and it's out of bounds to the Stampede.
These people are playing for first place, and they know it.
Looked like E.J. Singler was the last one to touch it, if you ask me. Watch it again.
No, I think it was off his hands. Watch. There you go.
I don't know.
I think E.J. put the impetus on it, but I believe it touched L.A. last.
Big possession for the Stampede. They're down by 8. They have the basketball. Bost, Singler posts up.
Stampede ran this all first half.
EJ in the lane, floater is good.
Just too big.
Takes advantage of the size he has over Majet. And EJ Singler now with 4 points. 74-68 LA. Manny Harris inside the free throw line, buries another one.
Wow, he is on fire.
Well, it's very simple. He's making Bob McKinnon look like a brilliant coach. Give the ball to 22 and let him score. And he has just enough help from guys like Sutherland to take the pressure off. Singler buries a triple. It's not a very smooth-looking long-range shot, but it is effective.
And it's really nice to see him find his shot. Early in the training camp, he really struggled to shoot the ball. His set was really high in the air, and now his set is much lower, and he's a very effective three-point shooter.
Terrence Williams misses that jumper, and there's going to be a loose ball foul on the Stampede as Travis Hyman was shoved out of the way, and the foul's on Lauderdale. That's Dallas's second. LA got the miss, but now you watch the shove by Dallas to get the rebound. Easy call to make. LA gets the ball. 6:27 on the third quarter clock, 24 on the shot clock.
Nice interview with Dallas at halftime, Mark. Good job. He's a wonderful guy.
Great guy.
And we know that. It's really nice people get to hear that interview and share it.
Majet, right wing, missed that three. Rebound, Lauderdale takes it away from his teammate Reggie Hearn, and that's 10 rebounds now for Lauderdale. He's scoreless tonight, and now there's a whistle, and they're going to call a foul on Murphy trying to get position on the lob pass.
Says his elbow got up too high. You can see D. Boss doesn't believe it at all. He's having a few words here.
Murphy now with 3 personal fouls. Lauderdale with 3. Ball knocked free and stolen by Bost. D. Bost into the forecourt. Burns past Majet. Goes all the way. Missed the layup. Hits the stanchion. He's okay. But here comes Manny Harris. Pirouettes at midcourt. Goes through the legs. He's attacking the basket, and he scores again.
6'5" down the lane on the cruise.
80 games for Cleveland in the NBA. Here's Hearn burying the much-needed 3 from the right corner.
Boy, an attacker, a slasher like Kevin Murphy is exactly what the Stampede needed.
Dallas was telling me during halftime that he played against Harris in college for 4 years, and he says he's just getting better. Long rebound to the defenders. Terrence Williams probing the defense, pulls it out, looking for Harris, finds Sutherland. His 3 ball is no good. Driving for the dunk and missing it is Hyman. Outlet to Murphy, 1-on-4. He takes it all the way, has it blocked by Terrence Williams. Here comes LA on the transition. Hyman running the floor, throws it down. Missed shot at one end, turns into a dunk at the other. LA by 6.
One-on-one at one end by Kevin Murphy, not able to get it up, and then the flush at this end, 3-on-1 back the other way.
Under 5 minutes to go in the quarter. Next dead ball brings us to the mandatory timeout. Boss to Singler, right side. EJ past Sutherland, kicks it in the corner for Murphy. His triple, in and out. Rebound Hearn, and he is fouled on the play by Manny Harris, and that takes us to a timeout with 4:35 to go here in the third quarter. Los Angeles maintaining the lead against Idaho, 80-74. We return after this 2-minute break on the NBA Development League Network. The power of the nets. That's Fiber Pipe and our Fiber Pipe crew bringing you the pictures and sounds and accounts of this game. An outstanding job by all of them, and thank you very much for your hard work. Free throws for Reggie Hearn on the third team foul. They must have ruled it was a shooting foul. Thought it was on the rebound. Hearn to the line.
It was a tip.
It was a tip.
That's a change. They now give you that.
First free throw good. Reggie 4 of 5 from the line, 16 points, 5 rebounds. Idaho down only 5. As we were saying in the timeout, Ross, Idaho needs to stay, keep contact with them. Don't let LA run out.
Absolutely.
Hearn missed the second, and Terrence Williams with the rebound. Josh Majette, as he jokes, was often mistaken as the ball boy for the defenders in Reno at the showcase. Here's Harris, high off the window, missed it, and the rebound is out of bounds to the Stampede. And Idaho got a miss by Manny Harris, which has not happened much this quarter.
Yeah, you thought it was shooting the bank, and it went all the way over. Good defense by the Stampede, playing in the zone there a little bit. The difference is you still have to confront the ball, and you have to be ready to help in the zone to stop the slashing drive that LA lives off of.
Harris now the leading scorer in the game with 25. D-Boss short with the 3. Rebound to Majette. Josh into forecourt. Finds Terrence Williams in the corner. Sutherland for 3. Missed that one, and a loose ball foul against Los Angeles as Reggie Hearn went sprawling onto the baseline. Did not see who made contact. We'll see if we can catch it on this replay. No, Travis Hyman is whistled for the foul. And he pushed him hard. Travis was already 8 feet down the court for the long rebound. That's the fourth personal
foul.
And 4th team foul on LA, non-shooting foul. Stampede down 5 of the basketball.
LA doing everything they can to not switch off of Singler. They're really trying to keep big on him.
Murphy looks for space. Murphy, acrobatic scores on the baseline left.
Over the double team.
Kevin Murphy now with 20 points to lead Idaho. It's a 3-point game as we are under 3.5 minutes to go.
Look off the ball. That's what not only hard on the ball, but when you show that many bodies, they're like, well, I really don't want to dribble drive in there, and I'll keep the ball on the perimeter.
Williams with a dangerous pass, but Hyman gets it and is bailed out on the blocking foul. That offensive possession fell apart for the defenders, but the foul is called on Hearn, and that'll send the defenders to the free throw line. That ball was loose in the lane, and Hyman was able to come up with it, and he goes to the line. Notice that Bob McKinnon's substitution pattern in this quarter, there isn't one.
Oh, he banks the free throw.
It counts. He's a 51% free throw shooter. Antoine Hood in for Kevin Murphy for the Stampede. Give Kevin a rest. He's played 30 minutes tonight, which is 6 off his season high.
Incredible offensive force for the Stampede. His dribble penetration is something they truly need.
That one a little cleaner, but it counts the same. 82-77 LA. Hyman now with 5 points. 3 of 4 from the line. And a dunk. Bost outside. He's gone the whole way tonight. Singler at the top. Launches a 3. It's short. Rebound by Majette. LA has made use of these one and dones by taking advantage with buckets. Harris down low does the same.
Nice flash, Manny Harris from the backside as everybody's caught watching the ball being backed out.
Idaho down 7 now, under 2.5 to go. Lauderdale left hand gets the hook to drop through.
Nice turn into the key. Love people scoring off what you see them work on and practice all day. Really nice. Big body, long arms, Dallas Lauderdale.
First points for Lauderdale. Harris outside, Hood now on him. Williams jump pass to Harris. Drives and fouled by Antoine Hood, and that'll be free throws for the defenders as we head to a timeout. 2:11 to go in the quarter. LA leads the Stampede 84-79. We'll return to downtown Boise after we take this 2-minute timeout. You're watching Stampede Basketball on the D-League Network. Manny Harris and Kevin Costner now on the floor for Los Angeles. Idaho comes back with Lauderdale, Hearn, Bost, Singler, and Hood. And Manny Harris, 17 points this quarter, goes to the free throw line to try to increase the Los Angeles lead. And that one gets the shooter's roll. Manny Harris, an 87% free throw shooter, 11 of 12 last night from the line, part of his 49-point effort.
He's one of those easy, get him easy guys. You know, I mean, we had people talking to me tonight before the ball game saying, did that guy score like 24, 25, 26 last night? Said 49.
Antoine Hood in 4 quarters. Idaho breaks the press, down 7 with 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, a little change in the offensive look here.
Singler down low for Lauderdale. Dallas back to Singler. Fires, and it's no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Manny Harris.
A lot of attention on the defensive boards by LA right now.
They're now out rebounding Idaho 41-39. Costner, quick pass, Williams, corner CJ Williams. Back to Terrence. Bost on him. Terrence crosses it to Turner in the lane. Curls off. Rebound is tipped inbounds to Lauderdale of Idaho.
Great hustle play by D. Bost.
Antoine Hood takes it all the way, and it's taken out of the air by CJ Williams. CJ underneath the Turner, travel, didn't call. Williams missed the jumper. Lauderdale with his 12th rebound.
Stampede getting a chance to stay close here.
We approach a minute, still a 7-point game. D. Bost, who's missed his last 6, missed his last 7. That one, Harris got a hand on, forced the missed shot. Harris runs into Hood, no call on the contact. CJ Williams, 3-pointer, good.
Up and down, dribble penetration, kick out in rhythm, jump shot.
That can be so deflating too.
Yep.
There's a physical and a psychological effect when that 3-pointer goes through the net, gives LA a 10-point lead as they approach the fourth quarter. And Idaho wants to stay within single digits here as we go into the fourth quarter. Hood, Singler, EJ. Underneath Hood, Hearn, and Reggie lays it in on the assist from EJ Singler. His second assist of the night to go along with 5 rebounds and 7 points.
EJ getting the defense to help up, making the one extra pass.
89-81 LA. They'll hold it for the last shot, essentially. 8-second difference, and there's a turnover. Hood ahead to D. Bost. D. Bost missed the dunk, but he was fouled. And that's kind of the way the night's gone for D. Bost. He's missed 7 in a row, and that time was challenged on the dunk and was fouled. He'll go to the line. Watch it again on the turnover. Terrence Williams called for his 3rd personal foul right into Troy Oppie's lap. Troy's getting a lot of airtime tonight.
These guys are really airborne. That's a lot of contact. OD's well here.
Bost 3 of 4 from the stripe, 10 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds, and he missed the first free throw, and he's angry with himself as Murphy, Thornton, and Ellis check in. Hearn, Singler, and Lauderdale leave and give them a quick rest before the fourth quarter. Singler at 13 minutes, so he can play 7 roughly of the 12 minutes in the fourth quarter, if so required.
I'm glad you're keeping an eye on that one.
Bost misses them both, but the rebound, Ellis has it poked free, and it comes down to Turner. Josiah Turner into forecourt to Manny Harris. There's that Manny again. Quick 3 is no good, and they do not call the foul on Bost, and we hit the fourth quarter with the LA Defenders leading the Idaho Stampede 89-81. We return with the fourth quarter from downtown Boise. You're watching Stampede Basketball on the D-League Network. For Los Angeles, very balanced scoring for Idaho. Murphy leads with 20, Hearn 18, 11 for Thornton, 10 for Bost. And the Stampede have the ball to start the fourth quarter with Antoine Hood in the forecourt. D-Bost has gone essentially the whole game tonight. And he has, actually. Here's Murphy, guarded by Costner outside. Kevin, push back, jumper, good. 22 for Murphy.
Stampede will take all of that they can get. Great design play, triple post action, and getting the ball to Kevin and clearing for him.
Costner outside, three-pointer by C.J. Williams is no good. Rebound, Kellen Thornton for the Idaho Stampede. Kellen's sixth rebound of the night. Murphy attacking, step back, finds Ellis. Jason, a rare jumper, and he hits the 15-foot right side.
When you get screened by Jason Ellis, you stay screened, and that's a great opportunity for Kevin to come around that screen.
6 for Ellis. Costner runs into Thornton, lost the ball out of bounds, a lot of contact, no call.
It's great no call right there. Didn't catch it, ball loose.
Thornton there didn't throw the arms up to give the appearance of a foul. Held his ground. Inbounds play. C.J. Williams down low to Andre Ingram. Out to Harris. Dishes it to Costner. Brandon back to Manny. Harris with 10 on the shot clock. Manny outside to Costner. Deep three right side. Short. Rebound by Idaho's Kellen Thornton.
Good possession offensively. Good, nice contact. Good aggression on the defense by the Stampede.
Bost hits the long three.
Defense creating offense right there. He really got after Manny in the half court. That time had a lot of energy into his jump shot.
And he breaks the long drought. Harris
blocked.
Fouled by Ellis.
The Stampede bench goes insane.
Watch this one again as we check the replay. See if that was...
Looked like Jack in the Boxes on the bench right there.
And we hopefully we'll bring you that one again as Manny Harris looks to add to his 29 points. 1 point LA lead, 2 point LA lead. We do not have the replay apparently. Bob McKinnon likes what he sees, but
he likes to see Manny at the free throw line. That's what he likes to see. Getting a real treat to watch profound scorers here play.
31 for Harris, 8 of 8 from the line. And LA by 3, 91-88. D-Bost, who had missed 7 shots in a row till he hit that deep three, has the basketball. He'll try another one, same spot, that's an air ball. And Antoine Hood cannot save it as Andre Ingram very subtly wards him off with the body, as you see this one again.
3-point ball game right now. Stampede have to really stay in every possession. There's an easy layup, back cut behind the zone.
Beautiful pass, great look by Turner to find Andre Ingram, and it's now 93-88 as we have 10 minutes to go in the game. Murphy drives, pushes it up and in.
Jump in the air, take the contact, sweet finish.
24 for Murphy, 2 off his season high of 26. Ingram gets the baseline, crosses it out to Costner, Williams, Harris, double teamed there. Hood on him. Manny drives the lane, runs into the defense, finds Ingram with 4 on the shot clock, missed the three-pointer.
Good defensive possession. 2 people stopping the dribble drive on the back.
Bost has that one taken away by Harris. You know what's going to happen here. Antoine Hood just watches the layup go in.
Manny Harris out running him to the bucket.
Stampede get the missed shot and the rebound, but turn it over, and it's points for LA. 9 points off 8 Idaho turnovers.
They score so quickly. Loose ball turnover into instant points.
And Manny Harris, who we thought they were holding down, is 33.
I thought they weren't going to allow contact out in front. Maybe it's hand contact that they don't allow.
Kevin Murphy with the three-point chance.
I dare you not to get fouled, Kevin Murphy. He jumps into you. He leaps forward. He causes the contact. Watch this. Let me put the contact on you. I think that may have been a mystery right there. Nice finish by Kevin. Not a lot of contact on that foul.
Antoine Hood replaced by Reggie Hearn.
Really an aggressive drive, though, looking for the contact all the way.
3-point play, 27 now for Murphy, and it's a 2-point Idaho deficit, or I should say LA lead, as Turner finds Costner outside. Ingram around the circle. Here's Harris in the lane, off the window and good.
Oh my goodness. A 14-foot leaner.
25 points this half for Manny Harris. He had 10 points at the halftime. DeBost. Left side, Thornton. Kellen, sweet spot, but he missed it. Andre Ingram with the rebound. He's usually deadly from that spot. Turner gets free, finds C.J. Williams. Tough catch, missed the three, and that's because he bobbled the catch, threw him out of rhythm.
LA's helping a little bit here with the out of rhythm jump shot. And
a 4-point opportunity for Kevin Murphy. Kevin Murphy fouled by C.J. Williams, buries the three. He's got 30. He can make it 31. Ellis leads Lauderdale in. You see it again.
Watch the people reach over and pet him while he's laying on the ground. Hey, nice job, nice shot. You're a little pet there. Hey, how about a fresca?
It's free basketball player night. Sit in the front row, get a free basketball player.
Hey, how about a fresca?
Murphy completes a three-point play. And looky here, it's 97-96.
Stampede
97
right,
all.
Stampede right here now. Not enough to catch him.
Turner, Ingram. Quick pass thrown away by Costner.
Stampede zone really causing LA some difficulty.
LA a full court press. DeBost comes to the ball nicely, which is what your point guard to do. Lost the dribble, but gets the ball back from Hearn. Idaho can take the lead here with his possession. DeBost short. Does not seem to have the shooting stroke tonight, just 4 of 17. And LA will try to capitalize. Ingram in the corner, Turner. C.J. Williams buries the triple.
Dribble penetration, good reach right through the zone that way. I would say on D's shot, it's probably not a lot of leg lift is what I see. That's a little bit different, but we'll just see.
13 for C.J. Williams, 100-97. Murphy the other way, answers with a triple.
Came into the ball game shooting 66% from three.
He has 34. Back the other way, Harris misses the jumper. Lauderdale gathers the rebound.
The door
13.
is open.
Tied at 100. Murphy gets the screen from Thornton. Fires from the top for three. No good. Rebounded by Andre Ingram. Maybe too quick a shot by the Stampede that time down. Ingram, lean in three, in and out.
Dallas Lauderdale owning the boards right now.
Yep, that's 14 boards for Dallas. His season high is 17.
Costner had 12 rebounds last night, getting caught somewhere between the high post and the boards.
Reggie Hearn to the baseline. Pull-up jumper is short.
Stampede really short.
Rebounded by Ingram. He takes it all the way to Turner. Missed the shot. Rebound tipped out to Bost. Here come the Stampede. LA back with numbers. 3-on-3. Bost to Hearn. Tough catch and a layup in the Stampede lead.
Great catch.
I don't know how, but Reggie Hearn went down and got it. Stumbling forward, got the reverse layup, and Idaho leads 102-100.
He's a force inside the three-point line, shooting it, and right just that fast, Manny Harris back.
37 for Manny. He likes playing in this building, apparently. 49 last night, 37 tonight, and we still have almost 6 minutes to go in this game. Tied at 102. Idaho looking for their first win of the season against Los Angeles. Murphy in the lane, draws contact, gets it to go.
Really can jump, nice job. Really a strong body, taking the contact, gliding down the rim and the lane, just looking out to finish.
We're seeing two NBA players tonight excelling.
Absolutely.
In the lane, little teardrop is good for Turner. He got way too much room on that one.
Yeah. An easy split, that high post area.
Correct.
Either on the dribble drive or on the pass is a killer against the zone.
They announced it was Ingram, but that was Turner with the jump shot. And now inside Lauderdale.
Vicinity pass. Throw it up there somewhere.
Dallas Lauderdale, 4 points. We're tied at, Idaho leads by 2. 106-104.
Guards pushing out in front.
Williams open, buries the three. Too much room. It looks like Idaho's fatigued.
Well, they're pushing out. They're pushing out on the shooters early on and leaving that 12-foot drive.
LA has shot 41 three-pointers tonight, and they have hit 15. They lead by 1 as Murphy up high, finds Lauderdale. Dallas behind him to DeBost. Shot clock at 6. D, backdoor cut nicely by Hearn for the layup.
Both defenses pushing out, looking for the long-range jump shot and getting beaten in the back.
22 for Hearn. Idaho back up by 1. Costner lost by Turner, but he gets it back, kicks it in the backcourt. and he got a ticky-tack foul on Reggie Hearn, and we'll get a timeout on the floor. 4:23 to go in the ball game. Idaho leading by 108-107. We return to Stampede basketball on the D-League Network after this timeout. Of Treasure Valley with Premier Apartment Homes. Stampede next in action here a week from last night, the 18th. They take on a week from tonight, the 18th. They take on the Santa Cruz Warriors, 7 o'clock. We will be live on Idaho's very own 24/7 that night, but we would love to see you here, 331 TIXS or the CenturyLink Arena box office. LA inbound with 9:14 on the shot clock. CJ Williams to Brandon Costner. Poked free by Boss, but Costner gets it back. Shot clock at 8. They're overplaying Harris, so he doesn't get the ball. So Majette fires the 3, and it's too strong. But the rebound loose, picked up by the Stampede, Reggie Hearn.
D scrambling on the floor, keeping that ball live.
D-Boss is going to earn his week off. He's playing every minute, every second of this game tonight. 3:55 to go. Idaho by 1. Big possession here. Hearn swings it to Bost. D drives with 5 on the shot clock. A lot of contact. The shot is blocked by CJ Williams. Here comes LA's Manny Harris. Harris jitterbugs at the free throw line. Cut off nicely by Hearn. Majette thought about the 3. Pass is knocked away by Boston, stolen by Kevin Murphy. Good defense by the Stampede twice down the floor. Still leading by 1 under 3:30 to go.
Fascinating to watch where the dribble drives are coming from. They are not helping off of Kevin Murphy, nor are they helping off of EJ Singler. So that's what D-Boss was looking at last time when he attempted to go to the bucket. They are not helping. They're really guarding Kevin hard.
Shot clock at 1. Murphy hits the glass only. Shot clock violation against the Stampede. That offensive series never really got going. And Murphy threw up a desperation three-pointer, but did not draw iron. So with 3:09 to go, 3:11 to go as they reset the clock. LA has the ball back down 1.
Early action didn't give the Stampede anything that time. This is the same set they've been running for Manny.
Costner thought about the 3, took the 3, hit the 3. 2-point LA lead, Costner with 12. LA won off their season high of made 3-pointers. They're 16 of 43, and we have a whistle and a timeout taken by Mike Peck. We will keep it. Is it a long or a short? Let's see. It's a long timeout. We will take a break as well. 2:49 to go. Defenders back up by 2. We return to downtown Boise after this break on the D-League Network. Good timeout by Idaho coach Mike Peck to give a chance for his team to catch their breath. Singler, Bost, Lauderdale, Hearn, and Murphy on the floor for Idaho. Terrence Williams, Sutherland, Harris, Majette, and Costner on the floor for the visitors.
Stampede shooting well in this quarter. They're going to need every one of it. The defense generally picks up a great deal with LA. Where will they find the points?
Hearn outside to Murphy with 36 tonight. Kevin drives in the corner. Cutoff finds Hearn through his hands. Bost recovers. 3 on the shot clock. D throws up a prayer. It's off the glass. An iron, no good. Offensive rebound by Lauderdale. And the pass across the court is knocked away. And LA very aggressive with hands in the passing lanes. And you play defense with their feet. And their feet are very active here.
Very, very quick, very long team. And you can see Coach McKenna really went to it and said, okay, time to pick up the defensive pressure.
Big offensive rebound by Thornton after the Idaho Stampede now have had 2 buzzer-beating attempts at 3, not good possessions. Here's Singler, fakes the shot, out to Bost. Right wing for 3, it's good!
EJ Singler with a pump fake, getting the extra room. D-Bost with a finish.
16 for Bost, Idaho by 1 as we approach 2 minutes.
All started by Dallas Lauderdale getting an offensive rebound.
Terrence Williams.
Double stack.
Costner wipes out Hearn with the screen. Costner drags the foot. They don't call the travel. Costner in the lane runs over Hearn. Nothing called. And Singler knocks the rebound out of bounds with 6 on the shot clock. Rich Hearn looking to see if all of his teeth are intact. You talk about when you set a screen when Ellis sets a screen, you know it's been set.
Yes.
Well, Costner's much like that too.
Very much like that.
His feet in cement. Inbounds pass to Sutherland. Here's Terrence Williams rising and missing. Lauderdale with the rebound. Idaho with the ball. Under 2 minutes to go, leading by 1. And remember, they're doing this with 48 points, not playing tonight due to injury and illness.
Green
Here's
light.
Murphy spins in the lane, lost the ball, got it back, and he is fouled on this shot by Sutherland.
Kevin Murphy knowing his role right there. I can go get us points. Watch this. I'm going to put it on the floor, spin in, deal with the body contact, off the up leg hard to the spin, drops the ball, gets it blocked, and gets fouled at the backboard.
6 of 7 from the line tonight, 36 points for Idaho. Stampede by 1. And that one rattles out.
Stampede answering the intensity offensively to the raise and the heat of the kitchen from LA. Both teams playing very energetically right now.
This one to give Idaho a 2-point lead. He hits that one. 112-110 Idaho as we have a minute 34 to go in the game.
This was Majette time last time, going around double screen, shooting the deep three.
He's got the ball now. Costner sets the screen. They find Williams. Williams on the baseline. Hearn on him. Williams passes out to Costner. Open three. No good. Rebound on the deck. Hearn gets it for the Stampede.
Great running pressure by the Stampede.
Last 3 possessions down. I've been watching away from the ball. Kevin Murphy is denying Manny Harris the basketball. Bost increases the Stampede lead with a jumper. And a timeout taken by Bob McKinnon. Stampede by 4 with 1:05 to go. Huge jumper for D. Bost, who's only 6 of 21 for the game. But this jumper right there increases the Idaho lead to 4.
Got one he was going to hit. Made sure he got it up nice and high.
Well, reset now. Unofficially, I have LA with 1 timeout left and Idaho with 2. A minute 5 to go. Harris with 37 points in the basketball game, leading scorer for Los Angeles. But he has really not touched the ball the last few possessions for LA. And as I said, Kevin Murphy, who's equal in size and athleticism to Harris, has done a very good job of denying him the ball. I have to think coming out of this timeout, Ross, Bob McKinnon's instructions to his defenders are get the ball back in 22's hands.
Absolutely, you got to find a way to get him the ball. Yet at this night, last night, it was Majette with 5 deep behind you could see him searching in this last possession, and then he got a dribble drive for a bucket, and he got a deep three. Kevin Murphy at 6'6", guarding Manny Harris at 6'5". 80 games of scoring for Manny Harris in the NBA.
And he gets the ball out of the inbounds play. Harris crosses over into the lane, over Singler, missed the shot, but EJ fouled him, and Harris will go to the free throw line for the 10th time tonight. Went there 12 times last night. We have a minute to go in the game, and there's the foul on EJ. But they had to rub Harris off a double screen to get him the ball in the inbounds. Nothing Murphy could do to deny the ball in that situation. Harris a perfect 8 of 8 from the stripe tonight, and he's short with a first.
Announcer defense, 81% free throw shooter on the year.
CJ Williams replaces Costner. CJ's hit some big shots in this weekend series. Harris is only averaging 43 points here in Boise this weekend. Not a bad weekend's worth of work.
Not a bad weekend of work.
Second one now on the way. Missed them both. Tipped up, no good. Rebound. Sutherland, he scores. Huge offensive rebound for the defenders, and they get the bucket. Idaho could not capitalize on the 2 missed free throws.
You can see with Dallas Lauderdale jumping. You can see how long Singler is on that rebound. Arms directly above his head.
Sutherland with 26 points now. That is his season high, as well as 9 rebounds. So the Stampede take the timeout.
Who would have bet Manny Harris would miss 2 free throws,
in the last minute of the game.
And then the offensive rebound would come down, you get the putback.
So what do you do if you're Mike Peck? Do you advance the ball in the forecourt with 57 seconds to go in the game and a 2-point lead, or do you take it in the backcourt?
No, you want it in the front court. You can go into the backcourt inside the last 2 minutes to get the ball in bounds, even if you're in the front court. Give yourself the room.
Each team with 1 timeout left. Foul situation. Neither team has a foul to give, so free throws on the next fouls.
So what we say is, fouls as good as a bucket right here. So go ahead and be aggressive offensively.
Lauderdale, Murphy, Singler, Hearn, and Boss for Idaho.
LA has not been switching off of Kevin Murphy. In other words, once he gets away from the ball, they just guard him man-to-man and do not help. So they turn the game into a 4-on-4 game. Murphy
gets the ball back to Boss, guarded there by Josiah Turner with 50 seconds to go in the game. 17 on the shot clock, D. Boss. A bucket here makes it a 2-possession game, under a minute to go. 10 on the shot clock. Boss off the dribble, drives underneath, kicks it to Hearn. Reggie's three-pointer is good! Idaho up 117-112. Here comes LA. Terrence Williams cannot respond. The tip is no good, and a blocking foul called against the Stampede.
Oh, this will be fascinating to see this one again. Manny Harris was on the outside on this rebound.
Kevin Murphy called for the foul. Watch it again. There's the jumper. They call a block on Murphy as he put the hip into Harris trying to screen him out. Free throw around and in.
It's a reasonable call on the screen out.
Thornton in for Hearn, who just hit the huge three-pointer. Hearn with 25 tonight, a season high. It's a 4-point game. This one to make it a 3-point game.
Coach Peck going with a little more size in case there is a missed free throw, trying to get the rebound.
And who grabs it? Kellen Thornton, who just came in the game. Hands the ball to D. Boss. E.J. Singler, an outstanding free throw shooter. Murphy at midcourt, fouled immediately, or a timeout?
Foul.
No, I think they took the timeout. No, they did call the foul.
Yeah.
Well, the official in forecourt pointed towards the Stampede bench.
And had he been patient, they had him trapped.
Yeah.
The ball was thrown into the front court, and he was double teamed, but they were so primed to give the quick foul after the missed free throw.
Murphy now at the line. Tonight, Kevin, 7 of 9 from the line, 37 points, 80% shooter on the season. Hits the first. And now Thornton comes out. He did his job. He picked up the rebound on the missed free throw.
He did.
And Harris, 3 of his last 4 free throws he's missed.
Yes.
You wouldn't have believed that.
An 81% free throw shooter.
And he was 11 of 12 last night. Now the big one. Makes them both. Bob McKinnon takes what I believe to be his final timeout. 23.4 seconds to go. Idaho up 119-113. So it is a 3-possession game. Idaho by 6. You figure LA will come down with a quick 3. If they make it, they foul. Probably Dallas Lauderdale, I would imagine.
Yeah, I would think. I would think they would go immediately to the hack of Dallas. You have a number of shooters here. You got Terrence Williams with a quick trigger. You've got Harris with as fast as anybody anywhere. You've got Majette.
C.J. Williams has hit some big threes tonight. Yep. LA is
They've got a bunch. They've got one dribble jump shooters, and they've got other guys who can score it anyway, anyhow, meaning Harris and Majette.
Rebounding 55-50. Idaho with the lead in that category. Lauderdale with 16 rebounds tonight. So we set it up for LA. They bring out C.J. Williams, Manny Harris, Majette, Sutherland, and Terrence Williams. Idaho counters with Murphy, Lauderdale, Singler, who'll challenge the inbounds, Boss, and Hearn. Hearn with a huge 3 in this 4th quarter.
Murphy on Harris out in front, right where the ball is being triggered. They run the screen for him.
Now Hearn picks him up. Harris. Hearn stays down. Harris launches an improbable 3. Boss with the rebound. Boss fouled in the backcourt by Terrence Williams with 15.5 seconds to go. And D. Boss will go to the free throw line. And you have to say, in the 4th quarter tonight, Reggie Hearn,
yes,
who made the team on an open tryout, surprised some folks by sticking with this club, has turned in a couple of the biggest plays of the night with the 3-pointer and that defense on Manny Harris.
Yes, absolutely. And he stayed down, put great pressure on there. The other thing you got to realize is he's not been shooting the ball well, meaning Hearns has not been shooting the ball well at all. And the difference is he adds so much to this team playing defense. You've seen him scoring well inside the 3-point line tonight.
9 of 17 from the field, 8 rebounds. Boss hits a pair, 121-113. 15 seconds to go. Just lay back and let LA do their thing. No fouls. Majette long with the 3. Boss runs down the rebound in the corner. Fouled by C.J. Williams with 7.6 seconds to go.
Is this not one of the most improbable games you've ever seen in your life?
I was just going to use that word, Ross. Cook, you took the words out of my mouth.
Sorry.
That's okay. The Idaho Stampede minus Pierre Jackson, the league's leading scorer at 30 points a game. Minus Rich Howell in the top 10 in scoring with 18.3 and a double-double machine. The Stampede, and with E.J. Singler limited to 20 minutes, he'll play 17 tonight, managed to break the 3-game losing streak, win their first game of the year against Los Angeles, and they're going to split this weekend series. And with Santa Cruz idle tonight, they will tie Santa Cruz for first place in the West. It's just unbelievable effort tonight by Mike Peck's team as they now lead by 10 with 7 seconds to go.
So many players have played well tonight and really picked up. The scoring from D-Boss late in the ball game has been outstanding.
Harris with the follow. No, they're going to count the last bucket.
I would think you would count it.
They wave it off.
Oh!
And the Idaho Stampede dig down deep, and they beat the LA Defenders.
What a ball game.
123 to 113. A spectacular effort as Bob McKinnon shakes the hands of the Stampede players. Bob's first